everyone, it's Crow9 and in today's video I'm going to make a series about drawing my Sims character. I greatly enjoyed this video concept, so I figured why not make more videos. So, here I am. First, let me show you all the outfits that I've created for the second sim of mine, from the Sims 4, of course. Most of his outfits are pretty casual and generic looking, since I don't have any relevant game packs for the game. The Sims 4 Create a Sim is amazing and it's one of the best dress-up games that I have ever seen. When I was little, I often just created characters and rarely played with them. They were mostly the same characters, however, since I had one character in my mind, they were mostly the same character, however, since I had one thing in my mind to create, they were pretty generic, blonde girl hair with pale skin, blue eyes. But in these days I try to make my characters as diverse as possible. And I'm trying to avoid same face syndrome because for an artist that is super problematic. If you don't know what that means, it's when basically you draw two or more different characters and they literally look the same but with different heights, different chest area or different hair, different eye color. That is the generic things that people change between characters. But it is important to show your skill, because not many people tend to look alike. Some people have more structured faces and their overall face shapes are different, so it's important to show every kind of person, in my opinion. And I had some problems with the files that I recorded. I accidentally deleted them when I tried to give some space on my laptop, but I forgot to leave the last 2 or 3 files and I deleted them. I learned something today: never delete any YouTube themed files on your device. Only if you finished working on all of them and didn't start the next video. Or you'll end up like me. I hope my suffering can also teach you guys a lesson too. The main idea for the character that I wanted to focus on was none other than making them a ginger. I watched some animated horror videos on YouTube and the character really stand out to me, and he gave me inspiration to create a male ginger character in The Sims 4, so here I am. He has some typical assets that many natural gingers have. For example, he has a lot of freckles on his face, he has a cutesy downturned eye shape, which is a green colored one, and generic looking eyebrows because I didn't find any good bushy eyebrows. But in my drawing I tried to make it look like more bushy, you know. My idea for his hair texture is to be wavy, but I realized that there aren't many black hair texture, if you know what I mean, in the Sims 4 base game at least. So I chose this one. It's not necessarily what I was looking for, but it gets the job done, you know. And I actually refuse to spend my money for the expansion packs or any packs in general, because I really don't play much with the Sims to make it worth, you know, and also it is cost way too much. And this time I don't have any custom contents downloaded. I've been thinking about maybe downloading some, but as I said earlier, I don't play Sims as much, so it wasn't in my mind really. But if you want more things in your game, then I highly recommend downloading them if you have the chance, you know. Anyways, I went on a little bit off topic right here. So let me crawl back into the theme of my video. My sim is a slim character. He has a very low amount of body fat, and that was the second thing that I thought after making him a ginger, of course. And Max O'Brien is a sporty kind of a guy who wants to be a basketball player. He is moderately popular among the university he lives in, and he is a little bit of a nerd too, so he often hangs out with the boys and play video games with them in his college. I would consider him a horrible roommate. Imagine finding used socks around the house. How bad of a smell he would carry. He is a pretty slobbish kind of a person, but some negative traits gives the characters a little bit of a spice, you know. Like not everyone is perfect. About his clothes, he has an undershirt with that military pattern. Now that I'm thinking about it, my other character also had a camouflage pattern around her design, and so does Max. It wasn't something that I was going for, that I made them matchy, but I think it suits them both, actually. I could see Max being more into dressing comfortable, so I don't think he would be a full-on fashion people. And I could never see him with a suit or some elegant clothes. And that is the reason why he has a sports shoe and a pant combination. He is personally not a character that I would normally create when I'm making an original character, and that is why I love making Sims in The Sims 4, because they just make me more creative and think outside of my comfort zone. And it gives me motivation and ideas to make an interesting original character. By the way, he is a geek, active and a slob. Those are his main traits, and for his pose I wanted to showcase his likes and dislikes and personality by making him have more movement and the sport he enjoys. He's holding a basketball in his arms and is running towards the basketball hoop, shooting his best shot. I don't consider him the best in his team, but oh well, he's trying. He has a dream to live up. Here is a character of mine. I think he turned out pretty snazzy and cool. What do you guys think about him? Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope it was entertaining for you. You can check out my first video if you would like to. And of course you can like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. But until then, have a great day and goodbye.